Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss a problem of valid parenthesis. So in this problem we are given a string S. Now this string only contains the brackets which are opening and closing brackets. So we can have round, square and curly brackets. We need to determine whether the input string is valid or not. So an input string is valid if open brackets must be closed by same type of brackets. Open brackets must be closed in correct order. So let's say we are given with an input string like this, and we need to find out whether this input string is valid or not. So the input string is valid if open brackets must be closed by same type of brackets. So here you can see this is opening curly bracket, this is opening round bracket. Open brackets must be closed in correct order. So here we have opening curly bracket and then we have opening round bracket. So if we go ahead, we have a closing round bracket. So this much part is valid because this opening round bracket is closed by same type of bracket, and this is also in correct order. And at the end we have one curly bracket. So this opening curly bracket is being closed by the same type of bracket, and that too in proper order. So this complete string is valid. Now let's say we are given an input string like this. This is opening curly bracket, but it is closed by a different type of bracket, which is the square bracket. So this is not a valid string. Now let's say if you have input string like this, we have a opening curly bracket, it is followed by a opening round bracket, and then we have a closing round bracket. So this much part is valid because this closing round bracket is being matched with the opening round bracket, but after that we don't have any character. So we are left with one opening curly bracket. It doesn't have its closing bracket of same type. So therefore this is an invalid string. Now let's say if we have string like this. So at the start only we have a closing curly bracket. So therefore we can directly say that it's an invalid string because our input string is valid where open brackets must be closed by the same type of brackets, and these open brackets must be in correct order. So this is invalid because at the start only we have a closing curly bracket. So how we can solve this problem is we can use a stack data structure. Now let's see the demonstration of this algorithm step by step using a stack. So friends, before we start, in case if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you never miss any update. So here we have a method is valid which takes the input string and returns a boolean value true or false, which states that this string is valid or not. So first we will see the negative scenarios where we are actually returning false. One is here, here and here if stack is not empty. So if we call is valid method with passing in one closing curly bracket followed by a opening curly bracket. So S will be this string. We will first create a stack. So your stack is LIFO data structure where element which goes last will be the first one to be removed. So you can watch my stack tutorial to understand more about this data structure. So here the main idea is to iterate each and every character of this string. So first we will convert this string into character array and then we will iterate it through the variable C. So when we will call toCharArray method, we get something like this. We get a character array where each character is stored at a particular index. Now this for loop will start with the closing curly bracket. So C becomes the closing curly bracket. So here as we know that the string is valid, we must have a opening brackets at the beginning. And whenever we encounter any opening brackets, we simply push it on the stack. So currently here you can see that we have a closing curly bracket. So this if block conditions comes out to be false because C is not equal to any of this opening bracket. So the else part will be executed. Now in the else part, the first thing we simply check is whether stack is empty or not. So why we are checking whether stack is empty? Because it simply signifies that there is no character in the stack which is opening bracket, and we have reached to the else block and we have found that stack is empty. It means whatever value C will have, it must be the closing bracket. So therefore we can directly return false, and which is actually true because C value is closing curly bracket. Because if we have an opening bracket, then that must be pushed on the stack, and stack must have some elements in it. But if C is not equal to the opening bracket, so in the else part, the first step we check is whether stack is empty or not. Because if stack is empty, then we have one closing bracket and there is no element on the stack which we can pop out and match it with the closing bracket. So we can return false. You can understand more on this in our upcoming examples. So currently we return false because the input string is not valid. It is actually getting started from the closing bracket. Now let's say if we are given with this string. So as becomes the opening curly bracket and a closing square bracket. We create the stack. We create the char array. So for the first iteration, C value will be the opening curly bracket. So here you can see that for the first step till 0 index, the condition holds good because we have a opening bracket. So C is actually equal to opening curly bracket. So we simply push C on the stack. So this opening curly bracket comes on the stack. Now C moves to the next character, which is closing square bracket. C is not equal to any of these opening brackets, so the else part will be executed. Now stack is not empty, so this condition comes out to be false and the else part will be executed. So friends, the main idea behind pushing the opening bracket onto the stack is, in the else part, we will first peek the topmost element. So when we will call stack.peek, whichever element is on the top of the stack, that value will be returned from this method. So currently top will point to the opening curly bracket like this. And why we are actually looking into the topmost element on the stack is because we need to check whether this opening bracket is actually closed by the same type of bracket or not. So here you can see now we provide three conditions here separated by OR. So if any of the condition comes out to be true, then this if block will be executed. So here simply the condition is, if on the top of the stack we have a round bracket and the currently visiting element, which is C, is closing round bracket, it means it's a match. And similarly with the other two brackets. So therefore we are looking for the topmost element in the stack because we have to match the brackets of the same type in correct order. So here you can see top is equal to the opening curly bracket, but C is equal to closing square bracket. So therefore no condition comes out to be true. So this overall if condition comes out to be false. So the else part will be executed and we can return false because for this opening curly bracket, the element which is next to it is closing square bracket, which makes it an invalid string. So therefore we can return false directly. Moving ahead, let's say we are given with this string. So S holds this string. We will create a stack. We will generate the char array like this. So the first C value will be the opening curly bracket. In the first if condition we are checking that if we have an opening bracket, then we simply push it on the stack. So C is actually equal to the opening curly bracket. So we push it on the stack. Now we have pushed something on the stack. So in the next iteration C will become the opening round bracket. Now C is equal to opening round bracket. So we know that we need to push it on the stack. So this opening round bracket comes like this. Now C moves to the third character, which is the closing round bracket. So C is not equal to any of the opening bracket. So this if condition comes out to be false. In the else part, we first check whether stack is empty or not. So if stack is empty, it means we are straight away getting one closing bracket and it is not having any of its opening bracket before that. So we can directly return false if the stack is empty. So currently on the stack we have two elements. So the else part will be executed. First we will check out for the top element by calling stack.peek. So if we see the top of the stack, we will have an opening round bracket. So top will be equal to opening round bracket. Now here you can see that top is equal to opening round bracket and C is equal to closing round bracket. So therefore it's a match. Here you can see it's a match. So the element on the stack which is top is this and the current element C is this. So it means we have found one matching brackets which are opening and closing and are in correct order. So therefore the first if condition comes out to be true and the overall if condition comes out to be true because we have a OR operator here. So it means we have found one match which is the correct match. So we can simply pop this element out because its matching pair we have already found. So it gets popped out. So now here you can see that we have visited all the elements of this char array. So this for loop will terminate. And here you can see at the end what we return is we check whether if stack is empty or not, because if stack is empty it means we have found all the proper matching brackets and the string is valid. But here you can see in the stack we are left with one opening curly bracket for which we didn't find its same type of bracket. So therefore stack is not empty. So stack.empty returns false. So we can directly return false, stating that this input string is not valid. Now here we will see one more example which is a proper valid string. So as becomes this. We create a stack. We create the char array like this. And in the for loop, C will point to the opening curly bracket first. So this condition is true. So we can push C on the stack. So this opening curly bracket is on the stack. The next element is the opening round bracket. So C becomes opening round bracket. C is equal to opening round bracket. So we can push it on the stack like this. Now we'll move to the next character. So C becomes the closing round bracket. So this overall condition is false because C is not equal to any of the opening bracket. Stack is not empty. So this condition comes out to be false. Now first we will see the topmost element on the stack by calling stack.peek. So top will become equal to closing round bracket like this. And then we will provide a if condition. We will check whether top is equal to any of the opening bracket. So currently it's opening round bracket. And the current element which is C, whether it's the same type of closing bracket. So here C is equal to closing round bracket like this. So this much string is valid. So the first condition comes out to be true. So we simply pop this element out because its matching bracket has been found. Moving to the next character. Now C becomes the closing curly bracket. This condition is false because we have a closing bracket. Stack is not empty. We will first see the topmost element on the stack by calling stack.peek. So top will be equal to the opening curly bracket like this. So the first condition is false because top is not equal to opening round bracket. and C is not equal to closing round bracket. The second condition comes out to be true because top is equal to the opening curly bracket here and C is equal to closing curly bracket. So it looks something like this. This is our top and this is our currently element, which is C. So it's a match of the same type of brackets. So this much part is valid. So this condition comes out to be true. So the overall if condition comes out to be true. So we will simply pop this element out. Now we have visited all the elements in this char array. So this for loop will terminate. And here you can see at the end stack is empty. So stack.isEmpty method will return true. So therefore it means that this is actually a valid string. So friend, this was all about the problem valid parenthesis, where we can figure out that whether brackets are actually balanced or not. That is, the opening brackets is being matched with the closing bracket of the same type and also in the correct order. So friends, I hope you must have liked this video. In case if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you never miss any update. Thanks, have a nice day.